Hey, what's going on, everybody? Welcome back into the channel. A little different today. I'm going back to a thrift store. It's half off day at the Salvation Army. A lot of new people to the channel, a lot of people who want to get started on thrift store shopping, trying to find items to resell for profit, and they're kind of new or beginners or trying to get back into the thrift store game. So I figured I'd come in here on a half off day, show you guys around, and maybe show you a little bit about how you can do it, how you can get started, some of the reasons why I started doing it, and some of the reasons why I don't do it as much anymore. So let's go inside and check it out. So it's super busy in this store, and their electronic appliance section is bare, dead. There's like nothing here. Let's move on to the clothing. So I love starting at the button-down shirts, men's, and this is not a name brand, but it's a nice XL, and it's only $3, half off. United States Air Force, so not name brand, but it's something that will catch people's eye with that United States Air Force. So for $3, you could probably list this for $25, take the best off for $20. Second one is Real Legends. Now this one is gonna run us $5. It's a 2XL, but it's vented. It's got UPF, it's got like a 50 sun protection, moisture management. Great color shirt. Now Real Legends isn't normally a brand that's really great high end. $15 shirt, but with these great colors, protection, vented, I think you could put this up for 25 or 30 as well. Now, everybody would love to search through the t-shirts and find vintage t-shirts and find that holy grail, but between the thrift stores pulling it out and other people shopping and just not having all that much in the way of t-shirts, your chances of finding that are pretty low, but you can still find, t-shirts that they list for, $2.50, $2 that are worth $15, $20. You just have to flip through all of these. And I don't think we're gonna find any Stanley Cups here, in case you guys get excited. I don't think that's happening. Oh, for a minute you guys probably knew what I thought this might be, but it's not. Alas, it is not an Robert Graham. Too bad. So next I'll usually shop these button-downs, dress shirts, because you can find some brands. I found Burberry, I found Prada, I found all kinds of shirts that'll be, Giorgio Armani. Emporio Armani, not quite worth as much, but I'll find $30, $40 button-downs in this type section, so you definitely want to take your time to look through this and look up any brands that you don't know. So this one looked good off the bat, but it's $5, and I looked them up and there's only two sold, and one was 27 and one was like 20. So after the fees and the shipping, probably cost you $8 to $10 to ship this and a couple bucks in fees. So you got a $5 cost, $9 shipping is $14, $3 fee is $17. It's only selling for $20 to $25, so not a great one. Now this one I looked up looks good, 3XLT, but only two sold on all of eBay and not good prices, so that's why you got to be careful. Now this one with the Aztec on it, $5. I think you can get 20 to 25 for this. People love this Aztec-y type feel, so it might be worth something. Pick it up. I'll have to look it up and check. These used to be literally $1.99, and you could get them for $1 half off. You could buy nice ties in here and flip them for 10, 15 bucks, but not anymore. Not at $6. The exception would be if you see a certain tie by a certain politician who shall remain unnamed, who is dominating the elections right now. His ties still sell for anywhere from 20 and 30 on up to $50 for a lot of them, especially with how well he's doing in the election right now in the primaries. His stuff, love him or hate him, I don't care about your politics, his stuff will sell. Let me be clear, his ties will sell. His shirts, like dress shirts, do not do that well at all. On first look, $4, Under Armour.
Problem is they only sell for about 15, 18, and they're white, easy to miss stains. I just pass on this.
So I've been in the store about 20 minutes. I went through all the guys' side and I only pulled two shirts that I really think are great to take home. I counted, there's over 50 people in this store on a half off day at 2 o'clock in the afternoon. So it's pretty slammed, it's busy. I mean, you guys can get a good idea of just how many people are in this store. It's pretty nuts, and then that's only half the store. There's a whole other half. So our area here in Florida is just packed. There's a ton of people that live here. Your area might be better, and if you can walk into the store, you should really try to come out with 20 or 30 pieces. If I spent another 30 minutes in here, I might be able to find a few more and come out with 5 or 6. But this is sort of the reason why I didn't come back to thrift stores, and why thrifting to resell is so hard in certain areas right now. In certain areas, it's amazing. I don't know where you are, where you're located. Feel free to let me know in the comments and how it is, but it's tough here. You guys kind of get the idea as I, go through there, and our prices have just doubled over just the last couple of years. And inevitably, I'm going to get the comments that, oh, it's a YouTuber's fault. It's a YouTuber's fault. No, it's just the economy's fault. It's these stores know they can get more. They have eBay just like we do. They can look it up. They don't need a YouTuber to tell them what something's worth. They can look it up and they increase the price. Also, don't forget a lot of these thrift stores are regionally owned, the Goodwills and stuff, so they don't do the same thing in every region as they do otherwise, or they don't price them the same. And so that's another reason that you see the differences. But it is still possible, depending on where you live, to go into a thrift store, hit up 3 or 4 a day on half-off days and different days, and come home with 10, 15, 20 pieces per store, come home with 80 pieces. All of a sudden, you do it 2 or 3 times a week, you're getting a couple hundred pieces. You can come home with 1,000 pieces a month, and that is a solid haul for the month. 1,000 pieces. I mean, listen, if you're spending $3 a piece, you're spending $3,000 a month, doing 10, 15,000 a month in sales. You can really build up. So to give you guys an idea, those 2 shirts would have cost $9, and they would have sold for probably around $45 to $50 after fees and shipping. They probably would have sold for around $35 maybe in pocket, $30 to $35. So you could have made around $22, $24. And if you did that 10 times, if you could have got 20 shirts, then you could have made, $200 or $300 inside of that store. Without breaking a sweat. So when it's not so busy, half off day, because those prices are not good enough to buy on normal days, you have to buy on half off days. But if you have thrift stores that have $4 and $5 shirts, $3, $4, $5 shirts without half off day, if you can get them on half off day, even better yet. But if you can get 20 shirts, 15 shirts, you can make yourself $150, $200. Hit up 3 stores, you can have $400, $500 days, less your gas and time, of course, but that's after fees and shipping. And all of a sudden, you're doing that a couple days a week. You're doing $1,000 weeks. You're doing that 4 weeks a month, 4,000. You build. Eventually, you can get yourself to $6,000, $8,000, $10,000 months. And that's how thrift stores work to build your business. You can do the same thing at garage sales. Substitute garage and estate sales on the weekends instead of the thrift stores. Hit the thrift stores on the weekdays. Hit those on the weekends. But the reason I don't do it here, you guys saw how packed it is inside of my store. You guys saw the prices. You see how it is. It's tough. We have like 30,000 people that live in just 2 neighborhoods in my area. We have 300,000 people that live in this metro area. There's a lot of people here, and it's not just the competition. It's people here shopping for everyday outfits. In fact, I only saw a couple other resellers in that store. I saw a ton of people shopping for a play that someone was in. I overheard them talking about a play they're going to be in. So it's just a mix. When there's a ton of people in one area, it makes it really, really difficult. All right, so back home from that thrift trip, and as you can see in my area, it's just tough, and that's why we do what we do downstairs, and we buy stuff in bulk. Excuse my upstairs, it's dirty, we're moving stuff around. That's why we do things like the remote controls, where we can buy, huge amounts and just have them shipped in, and it sounds like people, giving me the, oh, you spend lots of money. I think I told you guys that pallet that I just got was $800 delivered to my door. If you're out at the stores and you're buying $3, $4 items, you're only buying 200 pieces. That's, you could spend that much money in 2 weeks, 3 weeks. So instead of me driving around day after day after day, I am just choosing to buy it all in bulk, have it all shipped here, and just sit at home and work on stuff, in my niche. There's other niches. I know people that sell keyboards and mouses for computers. I know people that sell video games and video game consoles and stuff like this sort of stuff. Wii U's, Nintendo Switch stuff. People that specialize in that sort of stuff. I know people that specialize in camera gear, people that specialize in postcards, people that specialize in sports cards. You don't have to sell remotes. Remotes is just what I happen to specialize in. It's what I've sold for years. You can sell a lot of different things. There's people that specialize. There's a guy that has literally like 10,000 listings on eBay for game pieces, game board pieces, game accessories, things like these vintage games that I own, Hero Quest and Buck Rogers, and some of these newer games, and Risk pieces, and they sell these. They buy this stuff and they buy it in bulk. They go to stores, and instead of buying one at a time, they make deals to buy all these board games, or they buy out garage sales. They go to every garage sale and just say, I want to buy all the board games you have. And they part out the pieces, and they have tens of thousands of listings. So There are specialties and niches that you can do that don't require you going to thrift stores. There's people that sell neckties. There's a necktie guy with 24,000 listings from Texas. There are people that specialize only in Hawaiian shirts, so they can run into a thrift store, grab whatever Hawaiian shirts are good and priced well, and they go store to store to store to store. They go to garage sales, estate sales, and they go online and they hunt social media and Facebook groups and Facebook yard sale, buy, sell, trade groups, and they find all these Hawaiian shirts, and before you know it, they have sources that are constantly, at flea markets and garage sale and storage unit buyers and estate sale companies that are calling them with bags of Hawaiian shirts. And I know a couple that does it here in Florida that has like 6,000 Hawaiian shirts only on their eBay store. And they have them cross-posted to Poshmark and cross-posted to Macari. And they do like $10,000 to $15,000 a month. I don't know their exact sales. I'd have to look it up. It's been a little while. But there's lots of ways to make money and lots of ways to do it without hunting thrift stores one after another. You can certainly start your business that way. You can start building that way and then figure out a niche, fall into something, and start sourcing it directly. That's how you scale a business, and that's how you build a business for eBay or online selling. You gotta scale up, and that's how you do it. All right, as always, thanks for watching the video. Appreciate it. Would really appreciate it more if you hit that thumbs up button down below the video, turn it blue. It helps the YouTube algorithm. It means a lot to me. And if you subscribe to the channel, come back and join me for the next one. Have a wonderful evening, you guys. Happy Wednesday. Happy Wednesday from beautiful Tampa, Florida. Let me give you guys a little look outside there. Happy Wednesday from Tampa, Florida. Sunset getting ready to go down. Hopefully you guys enjoy your day, the rest of your week, and the weekend. I'll see you guys next time.